Fantasy draft season is right around the corner. And so naturally, fantasy managers everywhere are asking, who are the running backs I need to win my leagues in 2023? Well, I've got 3 guys for you that you need to know about. The first is A.J. Dillon. Now, we all know A.J. Dillon. We've all been in and out and back in on A.J. Dillon, and I am still in. I never got out on A.J. Dillon. Now, last season, he saw 13.5 touches per game, just over 200 opportunities, which is really good. You know, it's not premier elite running back numbers, but when he's sharing with a guy who's as good as Aaron Jones, that's really solid. That means the Packers need this guy to be on the field. And I think that continues in 2023. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually sees more opportunity in 2023 and gets closer to the 15 touches per game. And that is on the ground and through the air. You know, he wasn't blowing it up as a pass catcher, but he saw 43 targets in the passing game. I wouldn't be surprised if in a Jordan Love-led offense, we see that bump closer to 50 as Aaron Jones gets to his age 28, 29 season. You know, these are the questions that the offense is going to have to figure out with Jordan Love rather than Aaron Rodgers. And so I think both Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon are solid values, but A.J. Dillon especially because he's going right around RB 30 to 33 range based on where you're drafting. And he could see in 2023 his first 1,000-yard rushing season. Like I said, he could see around 50 targets. And even behind a great runner like Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon should far surpass his current ADP. The next guy I got to talk about is Rachaad White. Now, Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back, and the reality is he was really inefficient as a runner. That is just the truth. But the good news is he doesn't have a ton of competition. The only player in this backfield that I'm even mildly concerned about is Sean Tucker, who was an undrafted rookie. Now, he fell in the draft, of course, because of his medical concerns. He had something going on with his heart. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to even try to get into that. But luckily, that's been cleared. Sean Tucker's back at practice, and I think he's probably a better true runner than Rachaad White. But again, he's an undrafted rookie. The chances that he eats enough into Rachaad White's value is little to none. Because what Rachaad White does really, really well is make explosive big plays as a pass catcher. Now, sure, he should dominate as a rusher, but pass catching and being a receiver out of the backfield is one of the most important things a running back can do in fantasy football. We know that a target is around 2.5 times more value than a carry in fantasy football, and Rachaad White should see plenty of targets in 2023. I wouldn't be surprised if he sees 15 to 16 touches a game in this offense, maybe more depending on what they're able to do as a defense. And I think that a guy who's 6 foot, 215, 220 has the frame to hold up. And even if they have to, throw in Keyshawn Vaughn, throw in Sean Tucker to take some of the work, Rachaad White should dominate the Buccaneers backfield. And going currently at running back 20 to 24, that's a steal. You should have an opportunity to get a running back who, if he takes even a baby step forward in efficiency, could be a David Johnson light player, and he could be a top 15 running back. The next guy I got to talk about is James Conner. Now, I know a lot of people are clicking out of the video. He's boring. I get it. Look at what James Conner did just last year. 15.4 fantasy points per game. He was an RB2 or better in 9 of his 13 games. He was a top 15 running back in 6 of his 13 games, and he was a top 5 running back in 4 of his 13 games. And sure, 13 games is all he played. For a running back, that's still fine for me. I'm not expecting my running backs to play 16, 17 games. 13 games is just fine. I'm not worried about the injury right now. And his only competition is Keontae Ingram, who's a player I thought would actually be pretty good, but has been completely useless in the NFL. This doesn't have to be difficult. We don't have to make this harder than it needs to be. Draft James Conner. All right, I got a bonus player for you. My editor wants me to stop talking about Roschon Johnson, but I can't do it. Roschon Johnson, rookie for the Chicago Bears. He was near the top of college football in yards after contact and broken tackles. He is a high IQ pass blocker, which matters for getting on the field in the NFL. He can run routes and has natural hands out of the backfield as well. It's Roschon Johnson season now and forever. If you want to find out my full Roschon Johnson breakdown, check out some of my other videos. Make sure to check out all the videos on the 4for4 channel. We've got a ton coming out to help you win your leagues this year. Don't forget to be kind, do good, and I'll see you next time. Peace.